welcome back to my channel. My name's Melissa. I'm joined by Amy today because we have got Body Shape Masterclass 41 for you. So Amy, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yep, so as Melissa said, I'm Amy. I am actually Melissa's head of social media at Personal Styling. I'm 4 weeks.
4 or 5 weeks into the job.
Still new, Melissa's getting me out here, but at least it's not for swimsuits. I'm sure that'll be the next month. But yeah, so I've come on here today for you to, well, dress me, really.
Yeah, so we've got quite a good one today because we are going to twin in as many items as we can. So you'll see that Amy's got a gorgeous size 12 figure, I've got a size 8 figure, you've got boobs.
I've got big boobs and I've got a bum.
You've got boobs and a bum. I've still got the bum, but I've got none of the boobs. So you'll see us wearing as many of the same items as we can find in our size throughout the video. We've got some work here in the studio to show you, and then we've also got some out in the shops where we tried on a load of jeans in Abercrombie. So we've got that coming up for you as well. Okay, so looking at Amy's body shape then. So first of all, Amy, what dress size are you?
I'm a size 12, but 12, 14 on the bottom, depending on the fit.
Okay, and do you feel like you have any problem areas? You certainly don't look like you do.
Thank you, but my stomach, which I know most people would be like, oh yeah, it's fine, but it just irritates me.
Okay.
That's from having one child, but she's now 6, so I probably should just say it's the biscuits.
Not the child.
No, probably need to get over that bit.
But you have got a tight waistband on right now, which is really
so
smooth. It's helping smooth everything down, because certainly I think when the audience looks at you, they're going to think, what tummy are you on about right now?
No, it's there.
It is there, okay. And you've got a good size bust. What size bust are you?
32 double D.
Okay,
so
all right.
Small but big.
But bigger, okay. Height-wise?
5'5"-ish.
Okay, so in comparison to myself then, we've actually probably got a very similar shape, but I'm just more of a size 8 and you're more of a size 12.
Yeah.
And I'm 5'3.5" and you're
5'5".
5'5", so you've got the benefit of an extra bit of height on me as well. I just haven't got the bust. So as we start to dress her today and we twin in various things, there might be small tweaks that we have to make to accommodate your larger bust and your stomach area, if anything makes you feel conscious of it. So I think let's get started straight away.
Jump in.
Let's do it. Okay, so the first selection of outfits are all from White Stuff. So they basically allowed us to go on their website and choose anything that we wanted in both Amy's size 12 and my size 8. So what you're about to see is our choices from their website. I think we've done all right for a start, haven't we?
I don't think I've ever shopped at White Stuff before.
No, well, I suppose it is more aimed, or certainly it looks like it's more aimed at an older profile.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think what we hopefully will show today is that when you choose wisely the sort of more plain pieces, actually it is really good shop for your good, sustainable basics.
Some linens can be quite like bitty in their fabric.
Yeah. But no, this feels really nice, doesn't it?
Okay.
So we're both wearing the same striped linen trousers, pockets, elasticated waist, ties around there to cinch in the waist for yourself. We've both just got a plain white ribbed round neck top on underneath. And then on myself, I've gone for the denim jacket. I'll just come a little bit closer on this. And the reason, actually, do you want to come closer, Amy? The reason that we've put me in the denim jacket and Amy in the linen fabric one is that the denim one gives me a little bit of structure. When I put the linen one on, certainly in Amy's size, it drowned me a little bit. There was too much fabric going on. What you need to be mindful of if you have a smaller frame is that you don't want to go baggy and baggy, because then clothes look like they're wearing you. Yeah. With your lovely curves, you can afford to go a little bit more baggy as long as you've gone tight in the middle.
Yeah, if I went for a t-shirt underneath, it would have been too much fabric.
Too baggy, yeah. Love this jacket.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice colour, actually. Very practical in terms of everything else that I've got in my wardrobe.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I've just realised it is exactly the same jacket.
Oh, God, it is, actually.
It's got a really nice arm detail there going on. Yeah, the pockets are in the same place. It's just that you have got the linen fabric on and I've got the denim fabric on. This is a size 10 I'm wearing.
This is a size 12.
12, yeah, and I'd say actually sizing wise, fitting you quite well at the moment.
Spot on. I'd say it's true to size. Yeah.
We've both got these lovely bags on. We're definitely not going to be sending these back, are we?
These are too useful.
these are way too useful. They sit at that absolute perfect level. I actually stole mine yesterday and went on the dog walk.
They're adjustable as well.
Yeah,
so
they are.
If you're slightly bigger busted,
yes,
you can make it a little bit longer to sit at your hip.
Yeah, and they're actually a very nice leather as well. Oh, and I've just paired mine with some white trainers, again from White Stuff. They've got a really nice platform base there. Feel really nice and fresh and comfortable. You also just got your own sandals on at the moment, haven't you?
Yeah, these are just, dupes of Hermes, really.
Yes.
The budget of Hermes is out of mine. But yeah, so they're just for our new look.
Yeah, but it just shows you how this very similar outfit can be styled in two slightly different ways depending on your lifestyle. But let's see what else. Next we have chosen, do you want to go through your outfit?
Denim jacket, nice little white vest top and linen trousers with really cute blue trainers. Really like this.
Yeah, really nice. I think this outfit is all about the trainers, really, isn't it? It's like keeping
really
everything else pretty neutral so that you can wear a nice loud trainer like this. Obviously, I've got the green on. You've got
the green, to be fair.
Yeah, I like either actually.
I like mine's got a stripe through it.
Yeah,
it's got a stripe too.
Yes, it has, but a pink stripe. So yeah, either of us could pick up on those colours. That's the same denim jacket that I was wearing a few minutes ago. So that's fitting you in both the 10 and the 12.
Yeah, got lots of room.
Yeah, this is a new jacket that I'm wearing. It's got a tie at the bottom, so you could actually gather that up and almost wear it, you know, like a little jacket that you could then bag over. That would actually be really nice as well. But just hanging it down like that, it is linen, navy. It's got the lapels on.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah.
I noticed those earlier.
Yeah, lapels, epaulettes. That's what they're called. Yeah, that's the lapel. That's the epaulettes. It's got epaulettes on. And why we like epaulettes is because it gives us some structure. But in our casual everyday life, we want structure, but we don't want to be wearing a blazer all the time.
No.
So something like that on a casual piece like this lovely linen jacket, then you get the benefits of the structure, but without wearing the structure. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
It does.
Yeah.
Your denim jacket is fitting you right there on the shoulders, which is great. Because she's got a good size chest going on, we don't want that seam hanging down here because it's going to make her look broader on top. Just got, like I say, a tight white vest on underneath again, just to keep that shape of both her figure and my figure going on, especially if we have got a looser jacket over the side. Both got our little bags on again.
I like these little bags. I'm going to take it off now.
Yeah.
Very quite attached.
Yeah, definitely quite attached to the bags. But let's see what else they've got for us. Okay, so next up, we both chose exactly the same cardigan jumper, but we've got it styled in slightly different ways. So I'm wearing mine, as you can see. Oh, sorry, just scratched it.
All right. Months in. Out comes the lawsuit.
Yeah, I've got mine on just as a jumper. Do you know what I think this would look nice with? A gym set.
Oh,
because it's very Bali-esque, isn't it? Really is. It's such a lovely quality. I'll just come up and show it you. Drapes really nicely. Interestingly, we're both wearing a size medium. Yeah, but come a bit closer and you can show that you've styled yours as...
Mine's layered with the denim jacket over the top. It's quite nice open actually.
Yeah.
And it's a bit creamier.
Yes.
But nice soft fabric. And I've just pulled mine down just to give it a bit more of the layering. This would be good, so after a summery day into the evening, shove your denim jacket on and open that up and you've got a completely different look compared to that. Yeah,
absolutely. And you've got some really nice jeans on that I ordered in my size and they didn't have me in because we are super impressed. Do you want to turn around and show them what you've got?
Please.
And what you were just saying to me is...
These are the first pair that fit around my waist and my back. So usually I end up with, because I have a smaller waist, usually I end up with like this, you get like this package, the back. So then when you sit down and then it doesn't fit around my stomach, but actually this fits around my stomach
Yeah, beautiful fit. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I did try those on in the shop, and in my size, but in a different colour. They fitted me just exactly the same.
Did, yeah. Really
but just unfortunately, they didn't arrive through the post for me to try it on today. So I've just got some H&M ones on right now, which we'll also link for you.
Yeah, but we're loving this.
Yeah. Really, really nice. So, and you're wearing a 12 regular.
12 regular.
Yeah.
So the length is good actually.
Length is perfect on you for a regular. Yeah. I probably have to go short, I would imagine. Although we've got a similar inside leg.
I think you did go regular when you tried it on, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I did go regular.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, no.
She's regular.
Yeah.
She's just bitter she's not got them.
Exactly right. White stuff, if you're listening, can you send me them in the size fit, please? Okay, lovely. Let's have a look what else they've got. Okay, and just to prove our earlier point where we were discussing that these jumpers would go really well with leggings, there we go. We've mocked it up for you just to show you. So I love this sort of look. I think,
yeah, I do.
I think where people, certainly more mature ladies, age themselves is that they think gym wear has to go with gym wear. Yeah. Where actually gym wear with knitwear then produces an outfit that you can go to the coffee shop in, you can go around Sainsbury's in.
I do all my errands like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even like dog walks, school run.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shops,
it's the nice accessories, it's the nice trainers. I've got the white stuff ones on again down there. It's the bag, and then it's the nice knit that enables you to get more out of your gym wear. Obviously, you've got to be comfortable sort of flashing your bum, but if you're not, then just go up in the knitwear so it drapes down lower, and you've got, you know, 2-for-1 jumper, cardigan. Jumper, cardigan, and gym outfit.
Yeah, I really like it.
3 in 1. Yeah, we like this one. We've gone for a lovely co-ord set. My last green co-ord set was from White Stuff a couple of years ago, and I've worn it on repeat. This one is lovely in the pink stripes. One thing I would say on myself is that I've had to turn over the shorts because the fashion with shorts right now is Bermuda style, so longer. But actually when you've got a more shapely leg, like you and I have got, the shorter you go, the better the legs look.
Yeah.
The longer you go, the more sort of
dumpy.
Thank you. Thank you for your kind words.
Hang on, I'll make myself dumpy as well, and then you can see what I mean.
Yeah, so
this is a bit too, like when it hits there, you lose the shape.
Yes, of your legs. You want to go up a little bit more. So had you turned yours over as well? Yeah. Okay, so so we both just turned those over. As you can see, I've got my shirt done up. You've got yours open, but I think this would be really good length if you've got a swimming costume or bikini on.
Yeah, I really like this.
Yeah, because it's going to cover your backside. What is good about it is when you've got the
side splits?
Yeah, the side splits, that's it. The hem there, because that will then elongate the side of your leg, but still without showing the front bit of the thigh and the backside. Yeah. So a perfect one for taking on holiday with you. You could wear that with those jeans that you just had on as well. You know, the cream jeans, that would look really nice.
Yep.
So yeah, nice linen, 100% linen fabric. We'll like that one as well. Okay, so now we are going to send you off to Abercrombie, where we filmed a week and a half ago now, something on those lines, and we tried on all the different types of jeans and some tops, and then we'll bring you back again later on for some more mix and matching in the studio. We are in Abercrombie, and the point of being in here is to try on all of the Abercrombie jeans for you. Sorry, as you can see, we can't get far enough back whereby you can see our heads and our feet. So if we keep chopping our heads off, that's the reason why. So these are low rise, the baggy. I am in a waist 24, and I'm usually a UK size 8, and I am wearing their regular fit. So they do 2 fits at Abercrombie. One is the regular and one is the Curve Love. Now, usually I would suggest the Curve Love goes the majority of people. Or if you have got a really large stomach area and then really super skinny legs, then you might want to go for the regular. But most people fit the Curve Love range better than the regular, is what I would say. So they're fitting you really nice.
Yeah, really nice.
We
and
actually
they've
like
got
these,
really good denim it's not too rigid. I can move in it. I've got a little bit of room at the top when I've eaten too much.
Yeah, and you've gone down in the waist size compared to what you wear in a Levi's.
Yeah, so in Levi's I wear a 30 waist, and these are a 29. Tried a 30 on, just had a little bit too much material around here.
Yeah, so they fit good. Okay, so next up we have both got on a barrel jean, and we've gone for a dark in the barrel jean just to, well, I know in my wardrobe, when I've got a baggier jean on in a lighter colour, it definitely gives more of a chilled out vibe, relaxed vibe, where sometimes I still want a more polished look, and that's when I would go for the darker jeans. Yeah. But we like these, don't we?
Yeah, I like these.
Yeah, we really like these. So I'll just show them you myself at the moment. So they are quite an extended barrel. Lovely shape on yourself as well. How about around your waist? Are they fitting you good around there?
Perfect around the waist. I've got a little bit of give.
Yeah.
My only thing would be I'd come up ever so slightly on the length, because it's just touching, I don't know if you can see, but it's just touching at the right.
Yeah, it's just touching right onto your foot rather than an inch above your ankle.
There.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah.
And you're 5 foot. We think you're about 5'5", 5'5.5", and that's the regular. So you would need the short in that, and I have got the short on in mine. So where we say it needs to hit is about an inch above your ankle, and that's because when we put a shoe on, we still want to see a little bit of the ankle. Can you see here on Amy how the jeans and the trainers are clashing? So where you want them to come is more like, so about there, just so you can see just that little flash of ankle there. And then you can see on my ones, mine are the short and therefore are fitting me at the right level, and even with this little ballet flat on, that's a lot more flattering than having the tongue of the trainer come all the way up your foot. But generally speaking, the same sizing wise as before, we've both sized down by 1.
Yeah.
And we're both wearing the Curve Love range as well. So not the regular in the barrel, but the Curve range. Okay, so we are now in the 90s relaxed. I am wearing them in the regular range. Have you got them in the Curve?
I've got the Curve Love.
Curve Love, okay. I really like the height of which they come on me on my waist. They fit really nicely at the back. I'm wearing a 25. Was I wearing a 24 in the others?
I think you were wearing.
Yeah, so in the higher rise waist, I've gone up a waist size. Regular length is absolutely perfect on myself.
Regular's not so good on me.
Slightly short, isn't it?
A little bit longer, cut them up.
Yes, yeah, and that is the advantage of these, though, that you can cut them off because they're just frayed. So, yes, I would go for a longer leg on yourself, regular on me, and around your waist, Amy.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Still got a bit of room at the back.
Really good, actually.
Yeah, really nice fit.
In fact, I'm pretty impressed so far at the Abercrombie.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah, they're fitting both of our shapes really quite well.
In the right places.
In the right places, yeah. And these feel more comfortable than the last pair as well for me. I've got none of the daggers going on, so yeah, they're a good one. So next up we are in the wide leg in the white. They do all of these jeans, by the way, in lots of different colours in exactly the same styles. We're liking them though, aren't we?
Really like these.
Yeah, really like these. And I think particularly I can now see why the jeans are so popular, because they're fitting both of our body shapes.
Yep.
Most of the time you've gone down a size as well, haven't you? These are that you feel like you've got a little bit of extra room.
I've got a bit of room at the back, which actually isn't that much. It's not huge amounts.
No,
I wonder whether going down to 29 would be too small around my thighs.
Yeah.
Because it's fitting everywhere else.
Yeah, sometimes we've just got to accept that you get a little bit of that gap, I'd say.
These are the long, which suit me better, especially if I've got my
trainers on or anything, where these are a regular and they are a perfect length on myself once I put a shoe on. They're a waist 25, so again I've gone up slightly because of the higher waist. Now, I don't know if they do those in the Curve Love, but I don't think there's a need for them in the Curve Love on you.
No, don't think so.
Which is very confusing, because when you're buying them, you're like, well, do I go for the Curve Love? Because I was Curve Love in that one, but not in this one. Our advice to you is, you've just got to buy loads and then just try them on, basically. We get a lot of you message us with, can you tell me what size I would be? I'm a size 12, I'm this, what size would you buy? And our answer is always the same: buy 2, buy 3 sizes and return 1. Because we don't know whether you carry your weight around your stomach. We don't know whether you carry your weight around your thighs. You know, we can have 10 size 12 women lined up at the same time, and they will all be different waist sizes and different jean sizes. So all we would say is buy multiple pairs and return them. We know it's not economically that great or environmentally that great, but unfortunately the shops give us no choice because they make it so inconsistent that is what we need to do. But on to the next pair. Okay, so these next ones, I'm imagining they're going to come out well on camera, but they are so uncomfortable. So they are baggy around my crotch area here, but then they are super tight on the knees.
It's like a legging.
Yeah, literally like a legging, and it really shows up like any sort of knee fat, basically. And they are ridiculously too long. That's me standing completely on my tiptoes, and they would still be too long. So very irregular fitting compared to all of the other styles we've tried on.
I would not be able to sit down. It would be a button undone, tie it with a hairband to give myself some room kind of sit. I mean, they look great on the bum, but no. It's
a no from us on the boot cuts, unfortunately. Okay, so next we are in the very popular Sloane trouser from Abercrombie. Now, these are really popular by influencers on Instagram. Everybody's always pushing them. But I have to say, I find them incredibly difficult to get fitting on normal, everyday women. So we're talking women with curves, women with lovely shape here like Amy. The pockets actually stick out. You can also see through to the pockets. Now, that's not going to be the same with every colour, obviously. The darker the fabric, you won't see through. But the pocket still does sit out like that. My ones that I've got on at the moment are actually too big for me, but I think if I had them on in the right size, even though it was a smaller size, you would still get that sort of gape there in the pocket. Lengthwise, good. Sort of leg shape-wise down there. And they do have an elasticated back? It is elasticated back, but generally speaking, I'd say if you've got some curves around the hip area or on your stomach, then personally I wouldn't recommend the Sloane trousers. Okay, so just myself for a moment. So I am always looking for just linen, really simple dresses for holiday. No fuss dresses, short. I don't really wear a short dress in the UK, but when I'm on holiday and it's just like 40, 50 degrees out, this is all I want to be in, basically. So linen dress. The advantage of this one, I won't lift it up too much, but it's actually shorts underneath. So I don't know if that lining is going to stick to you or not, to be honest with you, but at least it's short so you can still do activities in it. Comes at quite a nice length, elasticated around the back area, so I feel like my bust is quite supported in that. And yeah, I think for holiday, to throw over a bikini, to go to a beach bar in, that's about as much as you want to wear when it is super, super hot. So yeah, a good first one. We're still in Abercrombie. Okay, so both of us again now. So going for a bit of leopard print, aren't we, in the short dress?
Love this.
Love this. It's giving me either Twiggy vibes, but you're probably too young for Twiggy.
Probably more Scary Spice.
Scary Spice for your era, okay. Or I was going to say Yappa Dabby Doo.
What is the Yappa Dabby Doo?
Oh my goodness, you don't know. This is just showing my age. I can't think what it's called now. Somebody tell me what Yappa Dabby Doo is from. But anyway, so denim little 60s style of dresses, but look how different actually it looks on both of us, because you've gone for it more in the fitted, so you went almost down a size to follow down your curves, where mine is a little bit larger, so sort of just swings out rather than goes around my curves like that. So that's what it would be like on me if it was tighter. So I could go down and create that sort of look, or so you can do both basically. And we quite like it both, don't we? I think I like it on you curvier, as in following your curves down, because you've got a really good bust, which then balances out on your hip area as well. It just looks lovely and nice and young on you with your hair colour. Where I think if I go tighter at my age, it's going to go shorter when it's tighter, and I think it's going to look a little bit mutton dressed as well.
I mean, I wouldn't say that for you, but yeah, I do
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so sometimes you're better not to show off your figure if you've got like an animal print on or a short dress on, and sort of leave it to the imagination.
Whereas I think if I had a size up in this, I think it would look a bit too
boxy,
sacky.
Yes,
like it just it's got a bit more shape where it.
It would make you look bigger overall, because it wouldn't show your curves, and we need to show your curves because they're lovely and balanced. But
it's nice length.
Yeah, it is a nice length. Yeah, so we like that. We will link it as normal. So back in the studio, we should say that the filming out in Abercrombie, it looks like it's really shaky, but what was actually happening was the light was strobing in the changing room, and that gives it kind of like an effect of a wavy effect, but we just can't do anything about that, unfortunately, which is why we prefer filming in the studio. So what we've both got on now is
Levi
ribcage jeans. So in fact we all wear these.
Everyone has one.
And we have recently filmed for our new curve course, which is coming out, and we had Nikki in these, and Nikki has a very distended barrel stomach and a really large bust, and these are called the rib cage bell jeans. And the thought of putting a rib cage on Nikki obviously brought her out in sweats, because that is where that she carries her weight, and they looked absolutely amazing on her. And I think it's because they actually only came to her belly button, didn't they?
Where they should come, to be honest. Mine is just above.
Mine is about an inch above.
I think that's where everyone gets a little bit scared. When they hear ribcage, they think, oh, they're going to be up
here underneath your bust. No. But what they do is they really elongate the profile of the leg. So I feel like my legs go right up to my backside, as my dad would say. Right up to my armpits even, where usually my legs are shorter. But they look amazing on you as well.
Yeah,
can we turn around on your backside? Look at that. And can I put this top up? Yeah. And they're fitting really nice across her waist there. And you're wearing a size 30?
30 and 32 lengths.
32 length.
So we're both the same length, actually.
Yeah, we're both the same length. So we've established that I've got a little bit of a longer inside leg. I've actually got a 31 inside leg, but I am wearing more of a platform shoe underneath, where you've just got a platform trainer underneath, which then makes them an absolutely perfect length, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're not actually scraping on the floor.
No, I could wear them as flats, but I think you would get
a little bit
of the backup
coverage, on the floor.
I prefer them with platforms, so they give you a bit more height.
Yes.
And then when you've got this pulling in and giving you that shape, following your curves, makes you feel a bit more feminine.
Yes. Yeah, I'm with you. I totally understand. The one thing that I haven't asked you so far is, have you thought about your stomach? Because at the very start of the video, you said that was your conscious area.
No, not thought about it once. No. There you go.
There we go.
Ribcage.
Ribcage. Or any of the other items. Jacket-wise, yours is from?
This is a faux suede. This is from Abercrombie.
This is so beautifully soft. Yeah. I think we can both say that we've seen some pretty bad faux suede jackets, haven't we?
Yeah.
But this one is beautiful. Do you know the cost of?
I think this was about 90. So it is a bit more expensive.
Sorry, that is my husband flying over the house. I do apologise. Whenever my husband flies a very loud helicopter, and whenever he flies over, he flies really low, just to annoy us, especially when we're filming.
He knows you film it.
And so usually I would stop the video at that point, but it is what it is. We'll just let it roll. Sorry, we're saying, do you know the price point on that?
I think it's 90, so it is a higher price point.
Right.
But obviously, if you jump up, for example, your suede, this is beautiful because it's real.
Yeah.
But that's 280.
This was about 280. It's a Zara one. Yeah. 90, and then the other ones that we've seen at around the sort of 35, 40.
I don't think they have the same structure. This obviously doesn't have as much structure as yours.
Yeah.
But it's just got a nice cut.
Yeah, and it's got a nice feel. It doesn't feel or look cheap, I think, is it? And it goes beautiful with your hair as well.
Thank you.
So, yeah, just keeping a plain top on underneath. Just remember that if you have got some extra rolls coming out sort of over the top of your trousers or anything like that, you want to go for a slightly looser rather than a tight top. But particularly on Amy here, you know, we want to show off every bit of those curves because we definitely don't want to be doing any hiding. We haven't actually discussed what body shape you actually are. Do you feel heavier around the bottom bit?
I probably am a bit heavy around, thinking about it, I probably am heavy around my thighs. A little bit, but it's probably in proportion to my boobs.
Yes, I think it's marginal.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't go as far as saying you were a pear shape. I would say you're pretty very close to an hourglass shape. You certainly wouldn't be 2 size differences. So if you were a pear, you'd perhaps be the 12 on top and the 8 on the 12 on the bottom and the 8 on the top.
Yeah.
You're probably a 13 on your bottom and your 12 on top.
Yeah.
So that means that you can very easily balance yourself out. 1, because you've got the boobs, which is doing the balancing, and 2, by just making sure things were structured on your shoulder.
Yeah.
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 Lovely.
Nice.
Okay, on to the next thing. Okay, so something a little bit different now. Still with a bell-bottom jean on, but this time from River Island with the matching tops on. So I think you look absolutely gorgeous in this.
I really like this.
Yeah. I just look at her curves. This is what I want to show. Can I just move your hair back a second? So why this is working so beautifully on her figure. First of all, the bandeau top here, it's actually broadening her here, as in, well, it's not the top that's broadening her, it's the fact that there's no straps. That concept means that it's broadening. All Amy needed is a little bit of broadening there to then follow the shape down of her bust. Look at that, look at her waistline there, is just beautiful. And then this kick out of the waistcoat, you're just the most perfect hourglass shape.
Thank you. I'll come on every week. It's really nice.
You are. Do you know what I actually think? I actually feel a little bit mutton dressed as lamb for me, and I think it's perfect for you're how old?
I'm 32, but weirdly
32.
enough though, when it was on the rail I thought, oh, I wonder whether that's too young even for me.
Really?
But now I've got it on, I actually really like it.
Yeah.
And saying that, I wouldn't usually go for that much. Like for me, on a normal day, this is probably too much hugger figging. I actually really like it.
Yeah. The jeans are a great shape as well.
Yeah.
And even on me right now, I've got a completely flat shoe on. So this was the 8 regular.
Regular, yeah.
Yeah. And I've got the flattest of gold sandals on there. So I haven't got anything with a platform. And they're fitting me at that perfect level. And I purposely went for the regular rather than the longer because I didn't want to have to wear a heel with these jeans because I was just looking for some to go with my trainers. So for me, I think I'll definitely be keeping the jeans. Yeah. How about yourself?
I feel like I might have to keep all of it.
Yeah, I think you should.
It might just have to be a new addition to the wardrobe.
Your red hair, love it on you.
Oh, sold it. I'm on every week now. Get used to it.
We will link everything as normal. So not strictly twinning, because what we've both got on right now is the outfits that we were both wearing this morning before we started filming. But you just happened to come in this lovely cohort set, and I was wearing this set, which is actually a jumpsuit or a play suit. So mine is all in one.
Yeah, mine's separate.
Where yours are separate. Yours is from H&M?
H&M, yep. New in recently as well.
Yeah, really nice. Yeah, and I think that's really quite nice as well for we're obviously a relaxed studio office environment here, but I think with the collar on, it makes it not so beachy. You can still wear it on the beach, but you can wear it in a sort of corporate environment.
I'd wear this with like linen trousers or the cream wide leg crop trousers. That would go nice with that.
Yes, it would. In fact, you and Mel the other day turned up. You had this on. Her and Mel, somebody else who works in our studio, had on cream linen trousers and a brown top. So I'm going to put that video at the side of us. But that shows how versatile that top is, because that's what you were wearing with them. Yep. They both walked in exactly the same outfit, basically. Put it on with some ballet pumps just to give it that sort of young, youthful feel. Mango bag.
Yeah.
And mine, like I say, is just a navy play suit. It's kind of like wrap-in style with a belt that I've actually pulled round 2 or 3 times just to pull that stomach in. It's got pockets, it's linen, it feels a beautiful quality. And we just had a look to see if we could link this before we showed it you. And they've actually got it in the cream, and it's in the sale for 1/3 of the price. And then they have got a virtually identical one of these. It's just got a slightly more halter-necky sort of style, so it goes in like that on the website. So we will link that one for you, but both are really nice. So back again in very, very similar outfits, just a slight difference in the top. So both wearing carrot jeans, M&S.
Good M&S.
What size are you wearing?
12 regular.
And I'm wearing an 8 regular. So on both of us, they are coming about 1 inch to 2 inches above your ankle bone. Is that about 2 inches?
Yeah, it's it when you've got your foot down.
Yeah, when you've got your foot down.
Yeah,
yes,
that's about right.
Yeah. Top wise, I have still got the same top on that I think I've worn pretty much under everything for this video, which is just a very basic ribbed tank top. It's actually got quite a nice sort of low scoop neckline, but that just shows you that it just goes under everything.
Yeah, well that's why we harp on about it so much.
It
is
is.
Because she's just repeating herself over and over. It does actually go in your wardrobe with everything else.
Yes,
so.
exactly.
Yeah.
But you have been in my wardrobe.
I've stolen Melissa's Anine Bing t-shirt. Momentarily, might I add though, she will get that back.
But it does look very nice, and what I like about your choice there is that it brings in the buttons of your blazer, so the two dark pieces come together.
Yeah.
This is the Lily Silk blazer.
So soft.
So soft. It's got a cashmere mix in. It is a beautiful blazer. And why does it work on Amy? First of all, it gives a structure in the shoulders, so that's your starting bit of your hourglass shape. And then the lapel here comes right in to the center of her belly button. So that's helping to draw the eye down and create a waistline in conjunction with the fact that the blazer goes in here and kicks out there. So you need all 3 points working. So you need the strong shoulder, the lapel down to that point, and the in and out in order to recreate this hourglass shape. It's fitting over your bust lovely.
Yeah.
We haven't really had to consider your bust as such, have we? They've been, because it's in proportion.
Yeah.
It's not like some of our other ladies where we've had to go up.
If they're if they're bigger,
yeah,
they're double D, so they are big.
Yeah.
But if they were maybe EF, then
we'd have to start to consider. Yes,
but, yeah.
I actually think your blazer is a better length on you than my blazer is on me. I think because of my height. Yeah, it's almost like I need to just take it up by 1 inch, something like that. I think then proportion-wise, it would be better on myself.
A nice fresh white though. I don't know whether it's because of the different mix in fabrics.
Yes, yeah, I think it is that, and also because more of the lemony cream is now in fashion, and this is a brand new blazer where mine is a pretty old blazer, but I think you'd probably find the lemon hues coming through in more blazers now than you would have last year.
Still goes with the white top though.
Yeah,
it doesn't
absolutely
look out of balance.
No, it doesn't, absolutely not. We'll link everything, by the way. These are still available as well. Mine is from Reese. This blazer fits absolutely everybody. We had it in a 6 women, 6 different body shapes video, and there was one of those women where this blazer doesn't suit. The only problem with this blazer is it only goes up to a UK 18.
So it misses the
misses the higher range, which is a real shame. Shoe-wise, I've just got on a little ballet pump, but you've chosen a trainer.
Trainer with I know it's got a red stripe on it, but I've also got red nails.
Yes.
So it's only tiny, but ties in.
It does tie in lovely. Neither of us got a bag right now because we're running out of steam because it's nearly the end of the day. But ordinarily we would finish off with a nice handbag. But we're going to have a go at changing the jackets up now. If you don't want something quite as formal, let's see what else we've got in the wardrobe that can change this look up. So there you go, all we have now done is change the blazers for these great Uniqlo jackets. Now these jackets are £39.90. They come in a pink, a green as well as this lovely soft denim and the cream that you've got on. Did I say cream? Green. So green, cream, pink and blue, they come in. In fact, just over on Instagram, I've just put up a reel from Uniqlo where I created a mix and match wardrobe. We'll put it up as we're talking now at the side of you. And every item there was under £40. And I think we created such a good mix and match sort of mini capsule wardrobe really on a really minimal budget, and everything looked really, really nice. But yeah, I'm liking the double denim.
Yeah, do you know what?
Yeah.
We were saying, weren't we, that I'm not usually a keen person for double denim, but actually I quite like.
Yeah, I think it's just the washes go, don't they? And I think what you've got here is that it's not a stiff double denim. So it's like it drapes really, really nicely. But what this shows you, I'm a size 8, she's a size 12, she's got boobs, I've got a padded bra on. And the same sort of look suits both of us. Yeah. So I think that's your takeaway from here. Oh, something we should mention is the fake tan. Okay, so lots of questions last week about the difference between the fake tan that we use. So first of all, it is all by Vogue. That's what we use here in the office. It doesn't streak. It doesn't smell. It is incredibly nice. The difference between the foam and the water-based is that the foam here, you put it on and then you have to wash it off 4 hours later. So that is what I have currently got on my arms, is the foam, but that is it unwashed. So later on that will come off and it will be a slightly lighter colour. On my legs, I've actually got the water-based one. Now the reason I put the water on my legs was because this one doesn't need washing off and it doesn't transfer onto your clothes either. So if I know that I haven't got time to wash it off basically and I need a quicker result, I'll go for the water-based one. But if I want a deeper tan, I'll go for the foam one. What you've got there in your hands are the little tanning drops as well. So this is what I use for my face. So I put those into my moisturiser. So literally if it's your first time, you only want 1 drop and you would just get the normal amount of moisturiser sort of on your hand, ready to put on your face, put the 1 drop on it, put it on, and then it just develops overnight or during the day. And then the final thing that we use all the time is the brush. This is brilliant. Can I just give you those to hold? When you put the fake tan on, you want to straight away get in there with the brush like this and brush around your fingers and any sort of palm area like that. And when you do that, you'll find that you don't get that line or the dribbles down the side and all of that. So I use either the ultra dark or the dark, but you're still on the medium, aren't you, for your skin tone?
Yeah, I'm too pale.
Yeah, so the medium is better for you.
Yeah.
And I know Mel uses the medium as well.
Yeah.
Sarah uses the ultra dark. So between us, we use all of it. I would say the water-based one doesn't smell at all and goes on really super quickly. So if it's your first time fake tanning, go for that one. But if you are a seasoned fake tanner, go for the dark foam one. I hope that helps. So that is it from myself and Amy. You've been watching Body Shape Masterclass. Come on, Amy, what number is it? 41. Between starting the video and ending it, I've already forgotten. That's menopausal brain for you. But we hope you've enjoyed that. If Amy's figure doesn't align to yours, then there are obviously 40 other Body Shape Masterclasses where we have dressed women from a size 6 up to a 24, apron stomachs, big boobs, short torso, pear-shaped. There isn't a shape that we haven't dressed actually. And on that note, we have a new course coming out. It's called Styling Your Curves course, or Styling Curves.
Styling curves.
Styling curves, sorry, there you go, marketing person here correcting me. And in that we've got 9 or 10 new volunteers for you who range from a size 16 up to about a 24,
Yep.
up to 6 foot tall and as short as sort of 4'11", I believe. And we're learning how to deal with their curves. We've got ladies with very large barrel stomachs, but also very large chest. We've got ladies who have got very big back sides, but then really small shoulders. So we've got everything,
All
haven't
sorts.
we?
I wasn't here for the filming of it, but I've been looking through some of the behind the scenes, and there was one where I think you had 2 of the models in, 2 different sizes. Yeah. And you're like, are you sure you want to keep everything? And they're like, yes, we're taking it all. So I'm intrigued to see.
And it was very, very hard for them to get dressed ordinarily, wasn't it? So we found some really lovely clothes. So hopefully if you are interested in that course, we are doing a sort of order on those courses because we have to stop it at a certain level and then we would open them up again, just so that the system copes with everything. So we will let you know when that is available. And if you follow us on Instagram, there are loads of updates on there as well. But today, thank you very much for watching. If you could press that subscribe button, we'd be really grateful.